Highway 200.
And dozens of people in one county are being let back into their homes for a first-hand look at the cost of the damage they're going to have to pay for without the help of flood insurance. Steve Kirch explains why so many in McKenzie County can't even get it in the first place.
The flood along the Yellowstone River caused more than 50 families to be evacuated from their homes and more than 100 people to be displaced. More than a week later, many of them are still waiting to get back into their homes to assess the damage.
There's still water standing there. There's probably 10 feet of water on a lot of fields yet right now.
When I was in Fairview on Saturday, one of the residents I talked to who was able to get back into his house said his basement was destroyed and he was wondering where the money was going to come from to pay for it. He, like others I talked to, didn't have flood insurance.
Checked my own policy and there was no flood insurance available for any of these people because they weren't within that floodplain.
McKenzie County's floodplains have not been mapped by FEMA in recent years, so the county hasn't been able to take part in the department's floodplain management program so residents can be eligible for flood insurance. The county commission has also been reluctant to adopt the program.
If we choose to go forward with this is what you're going to have. There is some trade-offs.
Anyone who chooses to become part of the federal program has to follow the strict regulations that go with it, like building codes, safety standards, and overall property rights.
Maybe even give up the rights of your ownership in some respects.
With the recent event, the emergency manager and the water resource district director want the county commission to revisit the idea of entering the program.
Nobody ever expected a flood like this. They've flooded a little bit in the past, but nothing at all to what has happened now.
However, Yellowstone resident Tim Psycho, who was in attendance for the meeting, knows how he feels about it.
Yeah, the regulations just don't seem to, I don't want them.
The county commission and the emergency manager want to hold some public meetings with residents once the waters recede and they're able to get back into their homes. Steve Kirch, KX News.
The emergency manager says the cities of Watford, Arnegard, and Alexander have been mapped by FEMA because they are incorporated cities. A local bank in Watford says flood insurance for $300,000 can go for about $1,500 every year.